Senior yearling Boar class, and entry 25 is going to win it for me. I mean, here's the longer cannon Boar. I mean, one that's probably got the most distance from his blades forward and back. One that just, you can tell that probably most weight per day of age is probably in this boar's favor. I think one that you just study him. I think he's got more dimension from the center and the base of his proportions of his ham. He's more descript in his top shape. I think one that just shows more lean muscle dimension from the top side of his skeleton. I think he squares up the most right behind his blades with a bolder, more honest turn to his loin. He comes stouter out of his hip, and I think he has more dimension through the base of his ham. Really, really like this boar to win this particular class. After that, entry number 27 is going to be reserve, and I think one that, the red-belted boar, I think he offers kind of the same thing as our champion. I think one that, he's a longer-made, taller-shouldered kind of a boar that gets out of moves. He's stout. He's opened up in terms of his muscle. He's big in terms of his paws, and I like that, and I think he hits the surface extremely, extremely flexible. I mean, probably the more powerfully designed, constructed, muscled boar of our bottom trio. I think he's more expressively muscled. I think one that probably offers more dimension over a wider skeleton and a foundation. And I think that he works just more arch and curvature from blade to hip. I think maybe where he goes in second, I think you study him as that one goes away. I think he probably wants to flatten just a little bit through his lower ham, maybe gets just a shot plainer when you study him up high, but still I think one that needs to go in second. Third is going to be entry number 26, and I like this one just comfortability standpoint for me. After that, I think he gets too jammed up front. He wants to play too much out when he comes right at you in terms of where his knee sets in him or he hits the ground. He's probably one that wants to flatten and roll the most out of his hip. Maybe, one that just is a little bit rawer designed for me. And I think we stouten him up there. I think we can definitely move him up higher. Maybe could rival the ones ahead of him. After that, entry number 28 is going to round out the class and maybe just a little bit later maturing boar maybe. When you look at him from maybe a weight standpoint, you can tell he's pushing a little bit condition behind his sheath in his gland area. But still, I think one that, You like his levelness, his design. I think he's impressive from the side. Probably just a shot more elevated in his tail set, maybe more correct in his rump structure. For me, I think he's the heavier condition, wastier design one. That's just a shot heavier conditioned when you study him up through his throat and back through his flank. Really good class. My compliments to these exhibitors.